LinkedIn, you mentioned how you became inspired to start making people more cyber aware through gamification. How, with your background in international management, did you first get inspired to do that?
Okay, so I started after my graduation in Paris. I left for America, where I spent 2 years working for Richemont Group in luxury business in marketing, and then I was sent to Japan, where I stayed a couple of years, and then moved to Hong Kong, where I joined another quite a big distribution company. And then after established my own company in Switzerland and sold it and left for a trip around the world in a boat during 2 years with my family. And when I came back, I jumped into innovation, and here I am.
And in fact, we spoke together 2 years ago about AckTao. What have been some of the major milestones for you since our conversation in 2023?
We've been working on the platform in order to make it very accurate for the employees of large organization, and we've been working on the functionalities and content. And beside that, we realized how desperate was a young generation in terms of digital literacy and capacity to handle cyber criminality, and we decided to give the priority to the program Drive that is now made by an association which is called Swiss Aware, which is totally separate from AckTao, but who is using the platform of AckTao because totally aligned with the next gen's usage of gaming.
How does this work? It's for people 25 and under. Suppose we have somebody who's 20 years old, they access Drive. What are they going to see and experience?
So Drive, it's a digital driving license, and you can see you can connect from any device, your tablet, your smartphone, or your desktop, and then you will be into the scenario. The scenario here is the University of Geneva, and it's you have to save the campus of cyber attack. So we recreated all the campus, and then you will go through different situations where you will have to understand what is the situation and react and play according to what you believe is true. And as per the scenario goes on, you will receive success or failure according to how you do it and how you act. So here, for example, there is different location. So you had the university. That's, I don't know if you know Geneva. Have you been there in Geneva? Geneva City in Switzerland?
No, I've never been to Switzerland. Wish I had been.
Okay, so next time I will show you the places we had just seen. I can show you a little bit longer demo, and then we will see more in details. So as I said before, just one click, you are inside the program. You can see your own environment. You arrive in your own environment, and then you click on the scenario. And one theme is made of 5 to 7 scenarios. Every scenario adapts in real time to the level of the user. So every time you do something, the system understands. They will decide what will be your next situation according to your level. And then you see there is plenty of different functionalities. You can click on the QR code, or you can also see the information on the big screen. Here you have a plug which has been left on the table and you want to use it, but it's not a good idea because it's a plug which is tricked by hackers. So if you use it, you will get a warning. And here is how to use some software to, all the theme is about deepfake, and this software will help you to understand if the content you are interested in is deepfake or not. So we are teaching students how to make their digital life more secure.
Now, I looked up deepfake in preparation for this because that may not be a term everyone knows. Deepfake, do I understand correctly, is somebody taking your video and using it for nefarious purposes. Right now, we're talking about technology and education. Deepfake would be somebody putting our heads somewhere they didn't belong in a video.
In video, but also in content, like images or that kind of things. We can use deepfake in many different situations. And the idea is really to understand the extent, the various situations where you can be affected by deepfake.
And I'm looking at this and we're seeing it in French. Will you be having an English version?
Yeah, we have both, in fact. But right now, I have the video of the French, not yet the English. It will be in German, Spanish, Italian, French, and English.
Let's go a little bit further with Drive. You've just shown me to be cautious about a plug. You've just warned me about on this virtual campus, be careful of deep fakes. What are some of the other scenarios that the younger person using this is going to see?
Alors, we have about 5 different scenarios. We haven't done them yet. And they will be, I don't know exactly the details, but I can send you the mapping of what we are going to do. But what I can show you is a teaser, because the solution will not be ready before September next year.
I had wondered when this would be available in the US.
US, we don't have yet plan, but it could be tomorrow. Tomorrow after we deliver it. I mean, we can make it at the same time in the US than in Europe. But right now, we haven't started investigating collaboration in the US to deploy it. This is something we can do easily, technically speaking.
Wow. Now that is very cool. For anybody who's listening to this as a podcast, as opposed to seeing our video, what I'm seeing before me is I'm seeing a video you're showing with the words truth swipe. There's a picture and the question, is this a real person? Now I'm curious because I can't tell from looking at it. Is it?
Alors, this is an app. This is something different than Drive, okay? This
Mm-hmm.
is an app. You will be able to use your phone to use the app, and I show you how it works. So you swipe your screen if it's a real, if you think it's a deep fake image or if it's a real image, And then you have the score on the top who will explain you if you choose right or wrong. So it's a kind of little game which educates you on recognizing if an image is true or deepfake.
Very clever here. And before we leave Drive completely, I had also wondered, it's a digital driver's license program, but we're also talking about how do we avoid deep fakes? How do we avoid harassment, things of that nature? How do the two relate?
Well, because, young generation, they like to, they are in this generation where you constantly swipe from one thing to the other, And what we want is to try to get them excited about learning. Excited about learning, we give them different way to play and learn through playing. So one is a program Drive, which is scenarios on the platform where you will have to spend a little bit of time to go through all the scenarios, right? And get the certification at the end. So at the end, you will have a blockchain certification saying that you reach this level. And then you can upgrade your level every time you want. So because knowledge repetition is very important to anchor the right reflex. And what is important is that the young person will be able to come back regularly to play, and he will always learn new things because his level will have changed. So even though he plays the same scenario, that will not be the same narrative he will get because his level will be more advanced, I hope. And then he will learn more sophisticated things. With this app, this is something like when you are at the bus waiting for the bus stop, waiting for your bus, or if you have like a little time to play, instead of playing Angry Bird or whatsoever, you can play through swipe. And then by playing that just, to kill time and to have fun, you will learn the things on how to recognize because your brain will be trained on recognizing what is defect and what is true.
I'm back on that plug that you showed me, and I would certainly have fallen for that. I would not have known the hackers would have modified that.
And we are very lucky because we got finance for this app by the gaming, the national gaming lottery. In Switzerland, it's called Loterie Romande, and we apply for a grant to be able to develop this app, and we just received the green light a few days ago.
Congratulations. That is
So
fantastic.
we're very happy.
And you will be at CES. What days?
Yeah, we will arrive on the 6th and start fresh on the 7th. And we will be with AckTao and SwissAware, so we will be two. And the association and the startup. And we will be at Swiss Tech Eureka booth. It's in Venetian Old G.
That would be Eureka Park, I believe. And last year it was bright yellow. Our,
Exactly. And this year also.
now, when I come up to your booth at CES, what am I going to see? Are you going to be demonstrating Drive or other applications?
Exactly what I show you. You are the first one to see
Ooh, oh, I
it.
saw it here first on Over Coffee. Now you have 80 plus scenarios. And when last time we talked, you talked about wanting to expand what you had for folks who are working remotely at home. Is that something else you've been able to do with AckTao since we spoke?
Yes, because we are much more efficient working like that, in fact. And we have all the meeting either in remote or in real, depends on what we have to discuss.
Wow. What are some of the dangers? Anybody working at home, you think you're secure as far as cyber awareness goes. I don't think that's necessarily so. What are some of the dangers that you're outlining in your applications through AppDAO that could affect somebody working from home?
So we have a full theme about working from home, and I will be very happy to show you that when it's made.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. Which leads me to ask, what's coming up that you're excited about for 2025 with ActDAO, with anything else you're doing?
AckTao, so we hope we will have the first theme totally fixed and complete to deliver. We are working with a pilot company, We are working with a large organization through pilot. And until then, we have made the demo with them. We have been working together with their team, with their employee. And right now, it's more delivered to our pilot clients. And for the end of the year 2025, we hope we will be able to onboard external company.
I'll be looking forward to hearing more about that. Let's be sure and give your website and any information you'd like people to have about anything you're doing in the future, where you might be speaking, anything of that nature.
AckTao.com.
ActDAO.com, ACKTAO is the spelling.
.com. Yeah. And you can also register for the newsletter if you want to receive some information. Otherwise, check the website from time to time and see. But I don't think there will be so much happening on AckTao until the end of the year. But we are much eager to work with our clients in order to bring the best to them, because it's a quite very delicate content to put inside if we want to make it very efficient. And that's what we are looking at, to have the scenario craft in a way that every second makes sense to deliver and to understand a situation.
Just what I've seen. These are beautiful scenarios, and I feel like I'm on a campus from looking at it. I would enjoy playing it very much if I were a young person under 25. What's been most fun for you? You are gamifying, you're making sure people have fun as they learn. But in the past 2 years, what's been the most fun for you with AckTao?
Well, it's fun to see how we can build this collaboration, for example, around the next gens, around the employees, to see how excited they are about the perspective of playing for cybersecurity. And this is really when you see the big smile on the face of the people, I mean, it's really great. So that's one thing. And the second thing is to see that we are still here with the ambition to deliver something different as a way to learn how to behave in a safe way on the digital world.
And when you say we are still here, I hope I'm recalling correctly, 6 years and counting for AckTao. Is that correct?
In 5 years.
5 years, almost six. Congratulations. That's exciting. As we wrap up, what would you consider one of the best lessons you've learned in the past 2 years as an innovator about innovation, creativity, and making a difference from your work with AckTao?
The best lesson for me is I think it's about human, is about working with people which are really good at what they are doing and very, how do you say that, invested in what they do. And this is something which I appreciate more than anything else, to have that kind of collaboration, trust, and at the same time, quality. And it's more like being able to give your best in order to deliver the best, and from everybody. And I like very much this. And also learn that when something is not working exactly as you like, be able to make it a little bit different, don't be stubborn with one way.
Cecile, thank you for your time today.
Thank you very much. And it was really a pleasure to see you again. And I hope we can meet in real soon.